In Tokyo, Japan, a statue of a dog at Shibuya Station tells an extraordinary tale. Thousands pass it daily, unaware of the story of loyalty and a mystery that has haunted Japan for nearly a century. A dog named Hachiko waited at that station every day for nearly 10 years after his owner died. He couldn't accept that some bonds don't end, even when death demands it. In 1924, Japan was rapidly modernizing, leaving traditional values behind. The Akita breed was nearly extinct, considered outdated by a nation racing toward the future. But Hachiko's story emerged when Japan needed to remember ancient loyalty. His owner, Professor Hachiko Ueno, brought the puppy into his Tokyo household, a symbol of traditional virtue. The Japanese concept of shugi, or absolute loyalty, defined a samurai code. By the 1920s, such devotion seemed a relic, but Hachiko proved otherwise. His story became the most famous testament to loyalty, reshaping how Japan saw itself. Every morning, Professor Ueno boarded a train at Shibuya Station for Tokyo University. Every evening, Hachiko greeted him. This ritual continued for years. Then, on May 21st, 1925, Professor Ueno died from a stroke at work. He never came home. Hachiko didn't understand death. The next evening, he returned to Shibuya Station. The professor wasn't there, so he waited. He returned again the next day, and the next. For 2,797 days, nearly 10 years, Hachiko appeared at Shibuya Station. Station workers recognized him, commuters brought food, and newspapers documented his vigil. He became a living mystery. How does a dog grieve and maintain hope against impossible odds? How does a dog refuse to accept the finality of death? The evidence is undeniable. Photographs show Hachiko, aging, waiting in the same spot. Train records and witnesses confirmed his vigil. Yet the real mystery wasn't where Hachiko went, but what was happening inside his mind. Theory 1. Simple habit. Perhaps Hachiko was merely trapped in a behavioral routine. Dogs are creatures of pattern. He'd learned 3 p.m. meant reunion, and his brain simply repeated the expectation. Theory 2. The unresolved bond. Some argue Hachiko experienced genuine grief, actively seeking his owner, his loyalty transcending understanding. He didn't understand death, only absence. Theory 3. The spiritual connection. In Japanese culture, some believed Hachiko honored a spiritual obligation, his loyalty a pilgrimage of devotion. Perhaps, on some level, he sensed his owner's presence. Theory 4. The intentional message. What if Hachiko was deliberately teaching a lesson? What if he was showing Japan that certain values, like loyalty, shouldn't be abandoned? Hachiko died in 1935 at age 11, still waiting, found at Shibuya Station. His body was preserved, and his remains rest in the National Museum of Nature and Science in Tokyo. His spirit remained. In 1948, a bronze statue was erected, the same one millions now pass daily, petting his nose for luck. The real mystery isn't what Hachiko was doing, but what he was trying to tell us. Was it a love story, a tragedy, or a message about faith? Did Hachiko show us that loyalty doesn't require reason or reciprocal understanding, and doesn't end simply because the world moves on? If a dog can wait 10 years for a man who will never return, what does that demand of us?